Hello and welcome to another Analysis Behind the News, where we provide the perspective that you can use to help save American liberty and independence. So, you want to start a fist fight? There is one certain subject that may bring good people to fisticuffs. And I'm not talking about bringing up politics or religion during the holiday family get-togethers either. Rather, I'm talking about the issue of jobs and NAFTA. Ask any of your family, friends, or even strangers on the street what the effect of NAFTA has been on American jobs. Both sides of this issue will come out swinging with facts and figures from various sources that back up their claims. For instance, the New York Times published an article with the headline, "NAFTA and Jobs. In a numbers war, no one can count." The article gets into a he said, she said discussion of how free trade with Mexico has both added and lost American jobs, with examples coming from the TV, tube, and typewriter industries. Oh, did I mention that the article was published November 14th, 1993? This was during the height of the NAFTA debate just before Congress has passed it. Now that we've had 20 plus years of NAFTA, we should have more accurate numbers regarding job loss or addition, right? Well, recall that Mr. Trump made this a presidential campaign issue that pitted Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton against each other. Many facts and figures were thrown around coming from both sources on the left and the right, which stated a possibility of nearly 1 million jobs had been lost. But, according to a March 23, 2017 article published by the Business Insider, headline, "The Real Reason We Talk About NAFTA So Much," they say that NAFTA accomplished three things. Number one, since 1994, NAFTA has only raised U.S. GDP by 1/2 to 1 whole percentage point. Number two, many economists argue that NAFTA has become a symbol of things much greater than itself, namely globalization. And number three, NAFTA both created jobs and killed jobs and gave Americans a name for their frustrations. In May, the Congressional Research Service weighed into the debate by summarizing that the overall economic impact of NAFTA is difficult to measure, since trade and investment trends are influenced by numerous other economic variables, such as economic growth, inflation, and currency fluctuations. The agreement likely accelerated and also locked in trade liberalization that was already taking place in Mexico. But many of these changes may have taken place without an agreement. And towards the bottom of the page, they say, in reality, NAFTA did not cause the huge job losses feared by the critics or the large economic gains predicted by supporters. The net overall effect of NAFTA on the U.S. economy appears to have been relatively modest, primarily because trade with Canada and Mexico accounts for a small percentage of U.S. GDP. However, there were worker and firm adjustment costs as the three countries adjusted to more open trade and investment. So, who can you trust? The latest issue of the New American jumps into this can of worms with both feet. The package of cover stories asks and answers the question, does NAFTA equal prosperity and progress? Author and copy editor for the New American, John Larabelle, says it best when he wrote, "In truth, losing jobs to Mexico should be a minor worry for Americans about NAFTA. What they should worry about is the fact that we aren't in charge of our own economy anymore. That's right. When a country enters into a free trade agreement with another country, the new supranational trade regime is the boss, not the industries in the country or even the country's government." He continues, "You see, NAFTA isn't just about trade and jobs, it's about a very important but little mentioned thing called sovereignty. NAFTA is breaking down the barriers that make America an independent country, including labor laws, industry standards, tariffs, borders, immigration, etc. Just look at what happened to Europe. What started as a small free trade agreement between a few countries eventually became the European Union, a monster that tells all the European countries what they can and can't do with their food standards, businesses, economies, immigration policies, borders, and so on. The will of the people be damned." The rest of the brief cover stories, each is only about a page long, move the reader along a path that demonstrates NAFTA's larger threats, including realignment of political power, a trampling of the U.S. Constitution, and the buildup of unaccountable regional government. The final cover story offers solutions, including visiting jbs.org/NAFTA for the latest educational tools and legislative alerts. This December 4th, 2017 issue offers a great way to skirt a contentious issue by revealing to the reader the much larger threats created by NAFTA and related trade agreements. So, avoid that fist fight and go to thenewamerican.com today to get the December 4th issue. Links are provided in the description. And if you like what we do, then be sure to share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, we'll see you then. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Click here to watch more videos, and click here to visit our site.